What up, though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me. 20,000 steps is what we doing this week, and I got a pretty good jump on it. I'm at like 15,000 and some change. So during the stroll I'm doing right now, I'm definitely gonna hit the 20,000 goal. So day one was pretty easy. You know, I'm not saying that to talk smack, because some days you just don't feel like doing it. But I guess I was like mentally prepared to go out here and do it today. So day one is in the books pretty much. But let's talk about video games. And are you addicted to video games? Are you playing video games too much? Are you spending too much time playing video games? Well, that depends. My answer to that might shock you. It might shock some folks. You might be a little bit surprised by what I have to say about that. I personally don't have a problem with video games. I was an avid gamer growing up. I still like the games, even though I don't play them nearly as much as I did before. But that's largely due to the fact that I just don't have the free time that I once did. So it's not that I grew out of it or it was a phase or something like that. It's just that I have other things, that kind of take up my time, and they just have to get priority over that. But I'll still get in, I'll still jump online and get a few matches of Tekken 8 in here and there. The Heihachi DLC is on the way. So there's that. But yeah, whether you're playing the games too much or not, I guess it just really depends on what you have going on. So the thing is, I'm a very adamant believer about this, and that's, if you are struggling financially, you don't have quite the luxury of playing video games a lot. That's just keeping it a buck with you. You guys know me to always kick it to you about getting that bag. So if you're not struggling financially and you're okay, everything's taken care of, or you just got in from a hard day at work or whatever, grinding, it's okay to sit there and jump on Call of Duty online or Grand Theft Auto online. It's okay if you want to unwind from a long day of grinding, and you choose to do so by jumping online to get a few matches of Tekken in or Mortal Kombat or whatever. Do so. I don't think it's anything wrong with that at all. In fact, I highly encourage it. It's when you spending 8, 10, 12 hours out of a day playing video games and you're not making any progress on your goals. That's too much, bro. That's way too much. And it is people who do that. I did that years ago. I was like 18, 19 years old. I had some little part-time gig or whatever, far less responsibilities than I have now, so I was able to do that. But you guys often hear me say that, I wasted a lot of time in my 20s that I could have been using grinding. And that's pretty much it. I was playing video games and stuff for hours like that. Me and the buddies, we used to hang out and play all of the fighting games, and we had a lot of fun. We had great memories. But bottom line is, fun of a time as we had, that didn't do nothing to set me up for this chapter in my life. So I feel like I wasted a lot of time in my 20s playing video games that I could have been chasing a bag if only I would have knew then the type of stuff that I know now. So there's that. Also, video games kind of have a bit of a bad rap to go with them, and it's a bit unfair. People, when they know that you kind of play video games in your free time, they kind of judge you harshly, and I don't even know where that comes from. There's this taboo of playing video games where people kind of want to shame you for it, and that I don't understand either, because okay, let me give you some examples, because I got to give you some examples. It's usually coming from the lady in your life. If you got a lady in your life, a lot of times you'll have a lady in your life that she'll be like annoyed by you playing video games. Now me, I never had this. I'ma tell y'all, listen, Elder Scroll, what was it, 4, Oblivion, I used to play the hell out of that, okay? Play the hell out of that. The chick that I was with at the time, I would go to her house and take my 360 with me and play it there. And she didn't mind it. She didn't mind it at all. Actually, she would sit and watch for a bit, and eventually she would fall asleep. So she never gave me a hard time about this. But I feel like that's a special circumstance. I think more often than not, if you're hanging out with your girlfriend, and she's probably going to see this video, and she's going to be like the chick you were with at the time, which is funny. So she's going to call me when she sees this video and hears me refer to her as that, because we still have contact now. We have a lot of contact now. She's a regular in my life now. We lost contact for a while, and now we're in contact again. So hopefully she'll get a kick out of hearing me refer to her as the chick I was with. But I don't know. She'll probably call me giving me a hard time. But nonetheless, she never gave me a hard time about that, playing the games. But I see girlfriends do that a lot. And the reason why I don't understand this is because free time is free time. How you spend your time to unwind is unique per individual. So if she likes to come in after work and doom scroll TikTok for the next hour or two, she really doesn't have any room to ridicule you for coming in and playing Call of Duty for the next hour or two after you've been at work. It's like people think that their hobbies or their means of wasting time are somehow above your means of wasting time. It doesn't matter if you're watching a movie, playing a game, doom scrolling social media. It's all wasting time. There's no time waster that is above another. You're wasting time nonetheless. But this is your unwinding time though. So how you choose to go about doing that, no one really should care. So I oftentimes see women just get really annoyed that playing the game is their boyfriend's, I guess, choice, selection, whatever it is. That's his poison that he picks when he wants to de-stress and unwind and kind of just chill for the day. And I've never understood that, but maybe we can try to break that down. I think some feel like they are competing with the game for your attention. You're on Xbox Live. Well, no one's on Xbox Live anymore, right? No one plays the Xbox anymore. During them 360 days, Xbox Live was it, okay? But that's not quite it now. But you're on PSN. You're talking to your buddies, be it that crummy party chat or y'all on Discord or however it is. And a lot of times, I think women are jealous by the fact that these guys who you've met via a video game, you seem to have such close bonds with, and you've never met any of them. They seem to have this really jealous feeling about that. And I think it's usually because their close friends are fake as hell. And you know that women be having some fake ass friends around them, man. And they be knowing them chicks is some haters. And they turn a blind eye and pretend like that's not happening anyway. So I think that'd be the realization that they see in real time, the difference between men and women. That men, we can really create brotherhood out of nothing. Just a guy who, you met playing some game online or whatever. You guys struck up a friendship and you guys have been cool for years. Talk on the phone, talk on Discord, send each other gifts for birthdays and Christmas, and y'all have never met. guys really can do that. Where women, on the other hand, these be chicks that they've known since elementary school, and they don't even like them. They don't like the friend really, and the friend can't stand them. So I think there's that. I think they also feel like they're competing for your time, because women always want attention. Women, there's no limit to attention. They will soak up as much attention as you can possibly give them. And if you're playing the game, you're not paying attention to them. So there's that. As soon as they hear that Xbox boot up sound, or that PlayStation boot up sound, they're getting all annoyed or whatever, because they know you're about to be occupied for the next couple hours and you're not going to be paying them any attention whatsoever. So there's that. And also, you know, some of you guys, you're just with women that are just controlling and don't know how to back off and just let you do you. They want to tell you who you can talk to. They want to tell you how you should speak, how you should wear your clothes, all that sort of stuff. So you have some controlling woman that you've never checked and told her, you know, back up and mind her business. So all that stuff is now spilling over into her trying to tell you what is an adequate way for you to or not to spend your free time. This is why I always advocate for you guys to be strong, masculine, and whole frame or whatever, because you under no circumstances want your woman to start telling you what you can and cannot do. Never ever allow your woman to dictate to you what you're allowed to do about anything, because if you allow it once, it's going to spill over to something else, and then it's going to spill over to something else, and then something else, and before you know it, she's going to be talking to you like she's your boss. And I mean, listen, it's for the best, okay, that the first time she does this, you check her on it. It's for the best. Why is it for the best? Because a woman that you will allow to control you and dictate to you is not going to respect you. I'm telling you, I know this very well. I've seen this in action. I've even talked to women about this. If the guy does not check them, if the guy does not set the boundaries, like, look, this is what I do, you just gonna have to get over it, they respect that. In fact, it's very attractive. They won't bother you about it too much more afterwards, especially if, you know, they call themselves coming at you another time or two after that and you still hold firm about it. Like, get over it. I don't bother you when you're doing whatever it is that you do. This is what I do. Go on somewhere and sit down. You know, they will respect you. They will respond kindly. And as I said, that's attractive. But if every time she has a complaint, you're bending the knee to it, she's not going to respect you. She's going to, and you know, this is just like, I don't know, it's like testing the borders of the frame. Women tend to do this, and it's not malicious in any way. They're not doing this, you know, to just be mean or anything like that. It's like they can't help it. It's just in their nature to test what you're made of. So if you're gonna let her get away with telling you you can't do this, she's gonna try it again with something else, and she's gonna try it again with something else. It's like she gets to a point where she wants to know just how much she can get away with. And the more you let her get away with, tell you what to do, tell you what you can't do, the less respect that she's gonna have for you, the less attracted that she's going to be towards you, the less desire she's going to have towards you. So checking her and putting her in her place, this actually works out in your favor. And as I said, I've talked to women about this. Women have given me this feedback. That's how I know. I've practiced it myself, and I've talked to women about it, and they told me, yes, I always find a guy more attractive when he knows how to put me in my place. So don't be afraid to be like, look, I'm playing the game. This is what I do. You know, this is what I do. I work very hard. I go out there and handle my business and my responsibilities as a man, and this is how I choose to unwind, and you're not going to give me grief about it, especially when I let you sit over there and do non-productive stuff and don't give you any grief about it. You sit over there on your damn phone, on Twitter and TikTok and IG and Facebook and whatever else that app is on your phone that I may not even know about for hours on end, and I don't say a damn thing to you. So you gonna get back over there and get back to doing that and leave me alone. You gotta just check her, man. You gotta do so. You gotta check her. So the thing about video games, That's pretty much what it comes down to. You got to handle your business first. You know, you shouldn't be a grown man playing video games 8, 10, 12 hours a day and you broke. You know, you shouldn't be sitting up there playing video games like that and you wondering how you gonna be able to pay the bills that you got coming up or whatever. That's a serious problem. But if you didn't put in the grind work, you know, you doing this and that, and afterwards you wanna come in and you just wanna play for a couple hours or whatever, even if it's a couple hours every single day, I couldn't care less. If you come in every day and you play Call of Duty online for 2 hours or whatever, after you've been busting your butt at work for 12 hours, who cares? Nobody better not say nothing to you. You've earned that time to goof off or whatever because you put in the real work. You took care of business that day. But it can't be the opposite. It can't be you playing games for time like that and you're not getting to the bag. You know, so I'm gonna leave it there, man. I hope this lands for who needs to hear it. Appreciate y'all connecting with me. You know, I'm gonna get to stepping away. Thumbs up this video, subscribe, I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace.